Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Company 119's The Coffee Cup. I'm lead creative Ryan Gilgerson, and we're very glad you could be here today. Today, we're going to talk about trade shows. Do trade shows still matter? Are they still important in a digital world and a digital marketing space? I wanted to talk about this today for a few reasons. Number one, we've got some clients that have this very same question. I'm sure some of you do as well. But also, I read a really interesting article today. A virtual assistant, John, can bring up this article that I read today. This is from a website called Exhibition World. The reason I thought it was interesting is because their whole website is designed around trade shows and exhibits. And they posed the question themselves, do trade shows matter or is digital marketing more effective? So I thought it was really cool that they brought up that notion. There's a lot of different ways to look at the importance of a trade show. We've had some clients that came to us, one client in particular that I can think of, that took their entire trade show budget this year and switched it over to digital marketing. They cited a couple of reasons. Number one, at the trade shows, they were spending a lot of money for vendors' fees, travel fees. They were spending a lot of money, just on their exhibit themselves, into physical, materials that they needed to pass out and the exhibit itself. It's just a lot of money to be at a trade show. In their particular market, they don't need a high volume of conversions in order to make their money back. They have a high ticket service that they offer. So if they get one service booked from a trade show, they can have success with that and pay off their trade show. But there are a lot of people who sell maybe a more high volume type of marketing material or type of product that they're offering, and they might have to get a whole lot of business from a trade show to make it profitable. So for this customer in particular, they thought it just made more sense to take, I think it was $10,000 they spent on this one trade show every year. They took that $10,000, put it into a marketing budget with us, and we were able to then go ahead and get more traffic to the website, get them more leads and conversions from their website, and do some paid advertising that was more direct and very specific. They were happy with that. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish at a trade show. Now, the one advantage that a trade show can give you, a lot of times you are going to talk to the decision maker face to face. A lot of times the person that's in control of a purchase is going to be at that trade show. If you do it right, if you reach out to them ahead of time, if you make a plan to meet them at the trade show, it can be very, very effective. The other thing that can be really effective at a trade show is if you're releasing a new product and it's something that people need to touch, feel, smell, taste, whatever it might be, and you need to have people interact with your product, that can be one benefit to a trade show. But if it's the case where you kind of do the same thing and every year your products are pretty consistent, and it's just about meeting the right people, sometimes a digital marketing strategy can target and be very effective. Now, here's what the trend is more recently. We had another company that we do a lot of business with that does a lot of trade shows, and they came to us looking to merge digital marketing and trade show marketing. What we did for them was recreated some digital aspects to the actual display that they do. We did some video packages that became part of their display. And then we also integrated an email campaign prior to the show with an on-site contest that they were running where we gathered email addresses. They got a lot of contact information, and then we sent out text messages to people throughout the show to let them know that we were going to be doing giveaways from their booth. So it was a merger of a nurturing campaign with emails prior to the trade show, integrating with SMS messages at the trade show, and then following up with another drip campaign on the back end so that the people that they had gotten contact information for and had been in contact with prior to and during the exhibit were able to continue getting information, and it was targeting the exact right people. The other thing we did for that particular vendor was we even did videography where we made a video package that was displayed on the headrests and ceiling TVs of all of the shuttle buses that went from hotels to the trade show. So that was another way to incorporate a digital package with what was going on with the physical trade show. So are trade shows dead? Not necessarily. There are some trade shows that are actually increasing. In this article, they point to the aeronautics industry where there's actually been an increase in registration for trade shows over the last couple of years. But in other industries, I talked to another friend of mine that does a lot of things that are related to bridal shows. They have backed away from some of the bridal shows because it's just this constant a stampede of people walking past your booth. You're giving cards, you're giving us some promotional material, but it's really hard to stand out. So in that aspect, they felt that digital marketing might be a better fit because it does give you that personalized, unique focus. So no matter what you decide to do, whether you want to shift into a completely digital marketing mindset or whether you want to merge digital with your trade show exhibit, Company 119 would love to talk with you and help you strategize and see what we think might be the most effective way for you to blend those two worlds. We thank you so much for your time. You just learned more about trade shows in the digital world before you finished your first cup of coffee than your competition will all day. Enjoy your day.